Hello guys, I'm Dakar. Hope you all are doing well. And before I get into the video, I want to thank you all for clicking, viewing, and subscribing to my channel. It really means a lot. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. I'm going to talk about the most disrespected and neglected person in America is the black woman. Malcolm X said it, and he never lied. One thing I've witnessed, whether it's on YouTube or other platforms, some black men have no respect for black women. However, they claim to love their mothers, sisters, wives, aunts, grandmothers, nieces, girl cousins, daughters. Thus, some of the black men will disrespect black women. They don't know, but claim to love all black women. That doesn't make sense to me, but in their minds, some black women need to be disrespected because of the way she carries herself. Oh, really? Okay. And some of them think like this. Some black men will disrespect some black women because of her past, whether it be she used to be on drugs, or she used to be a prostitute, or she used to be an ex-con, or she's a strong black woman because she speaks her mind. She's not passive like the other black women and other women from different races. And I'm going to tell you this, there's no such thing as a no good black woman. And if she's a no good black woman, a no good black man made her that way. And so we go on YouTube and we see a black man who's 52 years old. He gets on YouTube, and I remember when he only had 13 subscribers. He ended up getting 3,000. And when he had 13, he was more of a listener. Until he got 3,000, he started showing his butt. And that is Daryl Moore. Daryl Moore has come on YouTube and has really, really, really been the thorn in everybody's side. You know, he's been going after Miss Miko, claiming Miss Miko is asking for it because she was fighting him back with videos and parody. Well, she can fight you back like that. She can. You've done videos of her. You even went so far as doxing her, and you've been doxing her. So you dox this woman. You go and find out that she has a mugshot. You put it on a T-shirt, and you wear it for a whole year. A whole 2 years. And then when you feel the need to take it, to bring the T-shirt back out, you do. What is that? You're antagonizing. And to me, that's a fan. I don't wear nobody's shirt unless it's my own. I'm not going to put nobody else's face on my body unless it's somebody else, my family member. I'm not going to put wear somebody else's face on my T-shirt. That tells me you're a fan of the person. And if these people on your side can't see it, they're deaf, dumb, and blind. Let me fast forward it. Miss Miko got a chance to go on Kwame Brown's show, right? The Busted Life show. And so she went on there, she spoke about, she also had a cyber stalker as well as Kwame, because he said he has one. And after that, Miss Miko went on to talk about the conversation at hand of the show, on the show. And the reason why she was on the show, Kwame later explained why people were on the show, was because Joe Judge Brown, he ended up falling asleep. So he ended up saying, hey, I'm just going to open the lines up anyway. And so after that, all that conversation, she had some great ideas of what they're saying, what I've seen as well and heard as well. They call him Miss Oprah, allegedly, apparently, I don't know. Maybe they got upset with her cyber stalker Daryl because, he blew his lid off. And he did a video about her being on the show. He went on to say to Kwame, he shouldn't have her on the show or on the team because she's an ex-con. He did a video, he had her mug shot in the video. He was reading all of her charges from 20 or 25 years ago and the charge she beat last year. She explained that to the viewers what happened. But see, this is the thing. Why don't you show your stuff? Stop trying to expose everybody and show your stuff. What it tells me is that you're a weak man. Any man that come up here and fight a woman is a weak man. So Daryl had his YouTube friends to join in on disrespecting Miss Miko, and the black women joined in trying to tear her reputation down. They were victim blaming her for speaking on the show and calling her derogatory names. How was that? You were mad because you didn't get on the show? You got to remember something. Let me tell you something. You don't know who's watching you. You could have been on the show, but you've been stalking people. He's not going to have you on the show anyway. But you could have been on the show. But if you don't get upset with somebody, get upset with Kwame Brown. Won't you go after him? No, you won't go after him. He's a real man. He put some of that mama's cooking on you. But anyway, just because Miss Miko has her own opinion about issues on YouTube, and for that reason, Daryl felt the need to disrespect her over and over and over again. How you hear it once, you go, okay, you hear it twice, hear it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, you get tired of hearing it. I don't understand why those people over there don't get tired of hearing him making up stories about Miss Miko. He didn't made up a story. Someone just sent me the video about how she called him. She called a job that he was supposed to get a gig, and she called the job on the gig, and they ended up giving it to somebody else. But when he brought in her information, saying she's an ex-con and she's this and she's doing this to me on YouTube, and they said, "Oh, I'm sorry," and they gave it to somebody else. Why you didn't say that in the beginning? This dude is a liar. I don't. Let me just stick to this. Let me just keep going. He feels she's an angry black woman. And he's stereotyping Miss Miko because she speaks her mind towards him, abusing her on each and every video that he does. He makes the most video on Miss Miko and Larry Reid. Miss Miko and Larry Reid. I just don't understand it, but Miss Miko and Larry Reid. Y'all go figure that. Not to mention he's been encouraging other weak-minded men and women, and yes, I said women, weak-minded women, to do the same thing, to join with him in his smearing campaign and tactic to damage her reputation by propounding negative propaganda. What are you going to do? Oh, she's an ex-con. Oh, she's a thief. She's that. If I have read somebody's, right, I doxed somebody and I have read their rap sheet. And they have that, if her rap sheet's that long, there's no way I'm coming near her. I'm like, you know what, you can have that. But apparently, this guy, if she's all this to you, why are you doing the things that you're doing? Why are you getting people to try to damage her reputation? Negative propaganda against her. That's terrible. That is so terrible. I don't understand it. Again, let me go on. Like the likes of Demetrius Terrell Brown, a.k.a. One-Eye Mumbling Mookie, the one that's on YouTube, who's a fake bootleg evangelist that wears a clergy collar, but he gets on YouTube and makes disturbing videos about a woman he doesn't know. And he made one about Harlow as well. So you going ahead making videos about people you don't know. And I'm making this video because you made it. That's what I'm doing. Yes, sir. And guess what? He lives in one of the poorest neighborhoods in East St. Louis. We don't even have sidewalks for people in that neighborhood to walk on. So, he got married. Someone, like I said, they sent me pictures, whatever. He got married. And they weren't even dressed for it. Look like they said, shoot, we just going to get married today. I'm going to go into the bubblegum machine and get this cubic zirconia ring and put it on my fiance's hand. So they look like they came out the front door and had a ceremony at the front door. So you're going to talk about that? Talk about all the stuff what's going on with you. Huh? Talk about that. However, he has the nerve to talk about Miss Miko and, but his wife. What do you talk when you talk about Miss Miko? You talk about your wife, because your wife, okay. Anyways, it makes a lot of sense now because his wife is supporting him disrespecting black women. I said, I was wondering where his wife was. Now she's their tag team. They're tag team disrespecting people. I just don't understand. Well, I challenged Mookie to show his wife without filters to his YouTube subscribers since he wants to roast people. Let people see how your wife look. When the sun, and they tell you, don't look at the sun. Don't look at the sun. They're going to blind you. Well, if she smiled, let me just tell you that. You'll be blind. So they also say you attract who you are. Those two are meant for each other. There's I'm not, dogging nobody who's disabled. No. I'm not doing that. These guys deserve it. These guys deserve it. These are really Jerry kids. They really are. The whole family. To make it clear, the whole family, okay? Then you have a supposed to be pastor with a half of an ankle who is an electric wheelchair, right? Rolling around the congregation. They said he has a oxygen tank. I don't know, allegedly. But it kind of looked like it. He's up here, and he's doing the most, too. He goes by the YouTube name Legitimate Doctrine, and he's a follower of Daryl. And instead of this pastor counseling Daryl about his behavior on YouTube, he roots him on in the comment section. What pastor does something like that? Come on. What pastor do the things that you have been doing on this YouTube streets? I don't get it. Allegedly, this pastor is 71 years old who has a wife and 2 small daughters. Daughters are beautiful. Beautiful daughters. So you got 2 small daughters. They're young. Apparently, I don't know. Allegedly, you have a young wife. Okay, you got older children, allegedly, I don't know. And you get up here dogging and telling somebody that, encourage him. And this man is doxing Miss Miko's children, doxed Larry Reid's daughters. Come on, what kind of pastor are you? However, he is instigating Daryl and others to disrespect Miss Miko, to keep attacking her and others like her who speaks out about him. That's crazy. That is so crazy. That's disgusting to know he is a real pastor behaving on YouTube like that. This is a real pastor. Guess what, buddy? Guess what? I know you too. I know you too. It's going to say your first letter of your name begins with an E, I believe. I believe that's what it begins with. But anyway, we're going to do some challenges after the end of this. It's amazing to me the things some black men would say on YouTube and in the world about black women. Some of these black men who have degrees, church folks, and people who say Black Lives Matter. However, when it comes to black women, to them they don't matter. Black women don't matter to black men. Not in this situation. In situations I've seen. Okay, black women should be protected, elevated. Doesn't matter if she's not related to you, the black man, or black men. Okay? It's the black man's duty to make sure all black women are not disrespected in any shape or form. Come on now. Therefore, any black men that disrespect black women are fearful, they're insecure, they have serious problems with women, especially strong black women. And I wonder why, when their mothers were their first nurses and their teachers and their first love. You can't love your mother if you're going out here disrespecting another black mother or another black daughter, another black sister, another black aunt, another black grandmother, another black niece. You can't. What happened between you and your mother to give you the right to disrespect another black woman? I don't understand that. Because if you disrespect someone you don't know, then you're disrespecting someone you do know. Or maybe someone that gave birth to you. Anyway, y'all get my drift. Some of these black men go after black women because they're intimidated, because they're intelligent, strong black women. In addition to the weak black men, they're weak black women, even though they have similar stories. So you have a similar story. It may not be the same story, but you have a story. Someone disrespected you. Someone violated you, right? Whether it be your father, that's supposed to protect you and love you. He violated you. Your brother violated you. Your uncle violated you. I can go on and on and on, just to say and name a few. Like the likes of Kim Chandler, aka, let me see your transcript, your favorite history teacher, with her friend Roxanne Faulkner Green, aka Speak Your Truth with Roxanne. Roxanne, come on now. You know what gets me is you're supposed to be this cop, and you're out here doing the most. You out here got Mookie doing stupid stuff. He he's slow. Him and his wife are slow. And you out here telling them to do this stuff. This is terrible. It's terrible. Also, the women in the comments. That tells me who you really are. If you're in the comments doing this type of stuff, saying this stuff about black women, you have to be ashamed of yourself. You two sat on that panel and you just laughed, disrespect black women, and you're a black woman yourself. They went off on Miss Miko. They went off on Denise. They went off on even Andrea. And Andrea, they try to do you in. And you thought you wasn't going to do in again by giving them information that what happened with a private conversation. You can't trust nobody like that. She's a snake and a rat. Also with Harlow, just to name a few of the people that you did to. You understand? And in closing, where are the strong black men on YouTube to stand up to these weak black men that disrespect black women? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Because evidently all the weak ones are over there on the 18. Even Marcellus, I didn't forget you either, but you yourself have done things. All of you guys claim you're something. Oh, I'm a preacher. I'm an educator. I'm educated. I worked in the police police unit, all this stuff. Something is wrong with you. You guys just showing people how crooked you was or how crooked you are with the things that you're doing. So anyways, where are you guys? Where are the black men to protect the black women? Where are you? Talk back to me. Where are you? Let me say this to you, and to the weak black men and to the weak black women. Remember this, black women are like tea bags. You don't know how strong they are until you put them in hot water. You've been putting black strong women in hot water and they're fighting back. They're fighting your behinds back. And I challenge the men, show your wives. Show your wives. Daryl, show your wife. Mookie, show your wife. Pastor, show your wife and you stand up. That's what you do. Show your wife, Pastor E, and you stand up. That's what you do. Show your wife and you stand up. Show your wives. Do you understand where I'm coming from? This is ridiculous to be on YouTube and this is all you guys do. It is terrible. It is terrible. You know what they say, just because they got black skin, black skin, that don't mean they're for you. Black skin, they're not your kin, okay? Everybody's black is not with you. We can see that. Willie Lynch syndrome. Read it. But anyways, let me keep going. I'm going to end this right now and just say it's a shame. It's a shame. I will say this again. Black men on YouTube, real black men, stand up. Stand up to the likes of Daryl, to the likes of Mookie, to the likes of Legitimate Document, to the likes of Marcellus. Stand up to those type of people. Stand up to them. You claim to love black women, then fight for us. Fight for us. Thank you for listening to this. Y'all come back now, you hear?